This small city, located about 90 kilometers southwest of Hanoi, was one of Vietnam's capital during the Dinh and Le dynasties. The province, who shares its name, is famed for its natural beauty, which is home to many popular tourist attractions, such as the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Trang An and Tam Coc, the panoramic view of Hang Múa Peak, the breathtaking Bai Dinh Pagoda, and many more. Depending on traffic, it takes about 2 to 3 hours to get here. The fastest way is by motorbike, and the most comfortable is by bus or private taxi, which range from 50,000 to 100,000 Vietnamese dong per trip. Often referred to as Ha Long Bay on land for its stunning limestone formations, this region is home to just over 1 million people. If you can only visit one, I'd recommend Ha Long Bay. However, that's not to say Ninh Binh isn't worth your time. While it can be quite touristy, it's still a destination worth experiencing. There's plenty to discover beyond the main attractions, so don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Trang An is a popular vacation spot in Ninh Binh. Its exceptional beauty has made it a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a filming location for the movie Kong Skull Island. To explore Trang An, you can take a boat tour along the winding waterways, passing through several caves while admiring the breathtaking natural scenery. The boat ride takes about 3.5 hours to complete. You can join a group for 250,000 or rent a private boat for 500,000 Vietnamese dong. However, the private option isn't worth it unless you're with a group of friends or family. Vietnam is home to countless caves, and Ninh Binh is no exception. On this tour, you'll pass through about 7 to 9 caves, making it a much larger waterway experience compared to Tam Coc, which only takes you through 3. Be sure to watch your head while passing through the caves, as some sections have low ceilings. Along the way, you'll also see pagodas and temples built on the water and along the cliffs of Trang An, whereas Tam Coc remains untouched and entirely natural. It can get extremely hot just sitting on the boat, but fortunately, umbrellas are provided on board. Towards the end of the ride, the boat operator will start to tire, and your group will need to help paddle. You'll be paired up, which is helpful since the heat can be intense. Your partner can take turns holding the umbrella for shade. Overall, the boat ride is a relaxing and somewhat intimate experience. If you're traveling with a significant other, this is definitely an activity I'd recommend. If you're deciding between the Trang An and Tam Coc boat tours, I'd recommend doing both if you're staying in Ninh Binh for multiple days. However, if you're short on time and can only choose one, I'd suggest Trang An. The ride is longer, more expansive, and offers a mix of temples and stunning natural scenery. Another incredible destination offering breathtaking views is Hang Múa Peak. Legend has it that Emperor Tran Tai Tong once watched dance performances here, giving the site its name, Hang Múa, or Dancing Cave. Unfortunately, the cave itself was closed during my visit, but I was still able to make the climb up the mountain, which is the highlight of this place. Reaching the summit requires a steep ascent of about 500 steps, but the effort is well worth it. At the top, you'll be rewarded with a stunning panoramic view of towering mountains and vast rice fields. About halfway up, there's a small shop selling drinks and snacks, a perfect spot to take a short break before continuing your climb. For the best experience, Visit early in the morning or late in the afternoon when the sun is less intense and the views are at their finest. I arrived in the late afternoon, but the sun was still blazing and there were plenty of tourists around. Hang Múa offers two main viewpoints, one midway up, marked by a pagoda, and another much higher, offering a breathtaking dragon's view of the landscape. Reaching the peak, it's easy to see why ancient emperors chose this region as Vietnam's capital. At the mountain's base, a scenic lotus pond with a boardwalk invites visitors for a peaceful stroll. This spot is especially popular among both locals and tourists, with many using it as a backdrop for wedding, engagement, and professional photo shoots. I saw several photographers capturing stunning moments here. The entrance fee to Hang Múa is 100,000 Vietnamese dong, and it's well worth it. The landscape is absolutely breathtaking, and if you get tired of walking, you can rent a bicycle at the entrance and explore on two wheels. Bai Dinh is a must-visit destination in Ninh Binh, especially for those interested in Buddhism and Vietnamese culture. Renowned as the largest temple complex in Southeast Asia, it spans an impressive 539 hectares or 1,332 acres. Construction began in 2003 and was completed in 2010, blending both ancient and modern architectural styles. The most striking structure is the bell tower, or Bao Tap, which stands 100 meters tall with 13 floors and 72 steps. Hexagonal in shape, the tower has a base circumference of 30 meters and gradually tapers as it rises. Inside, it houses sacred Buddha relics and artifacts from Myanmar, Thailand, and India. Unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to climb to the top during my visit. Along the corridors, you'll find 500 Arhat statues carved from stone, each weighing around 4 tons and featuring a unique facial expression and posture. In Buddhism, an Arhat is a title given to a practitioner who has attained spiritual enlightenment, or nirvana. These statues were all crafted by local artists, each one representing a different enlightened figure.
Along here is the longest Arhat. When they reach the enlightened, they were recognized as an Arhat. So many people ask, why do we worship, dedicate them along the corridor? Because we want to show that, because they are the Buddha student, the enlightened. So we only put them on the corridor to guide the Buddhist people come up to the Buddha lady.
Okay.
The Buddha lady always on the highest position.
Ah.
They are like the leaders to Buddha. You see in here, every Arhat, they have the different pose, different style, different personality, because no one looks similar each other.
Bai Dinh is also home to the largest bronze statue in Southeast Asia, the Maitreya Buddha, standing 10 meters tall and overlooking the landscape with a serene smile. Among the 29 Buddha statues within the complex, Maitreya symbolizes happiness, peace, and tranquility. At the upper center of the complex, 2 temples serve as places of prayer and worship. The upper temple is the 3 Periods Temple, while the lower one is the Buddha Dharma Lord Temple. Inside, the temple showcases an awe-inspiring architectural masterpiece with a breathtaking 30-meter-high bronze statue coated in gold at its center. The intricate details and craftsmanship of the interior are truly impeccable. As you explore, you'll encounter both visitors and monks in prayer, as this is not just a tourist attraction, but also a sacred place of worship. There is a dress code for entering the temple. No shorts, miniskirts, shoes, or revealing outfits. So be sure to dress appropriately before visiting. If you want to experience the temple at its most vibrant, plan your visit during the spring festivals, which take place in the first month of the Lunar New Year, between January and March. I booked a tour to get here, which I now regret because it felt rushed. Unfortunately, this meant I didn't get to explore as much as I wanted, including climbing to the top of Bao Tap Tower. If you're booking a tour, opt for a full day or set aside an entire day to explore on your own. Make sure the tour includes a visit to Bao Tap Tower, as mine did not. Bai Dinh is open daily from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Entry is free, but there is a 50,000 Vietnamese dong fee to enter Bao Tap. Parking costs 40,000 for cars and 15,000 for motorbikes. For convenience, you can take an electric car for 60,000, a worthwhile option, especially during midday when the sun is at its peak. The complex is massive, and the car will take you to the entrance to begin your exploration. Ninh Binh has a humid subtropical climate, with the most pleasant temperatures from March to May and September to November. For the best views, visit during the harvest season in October when the landscape is at its most picturesque. July and August bring intense heat, along with occasional downpours and stormy skies. I visited in June, right in the middle of summer, when the weather was extremely hot and humid. It wasn't as enjoyable since I was constantly looking for shade to cool down.